Good morning to all. Myself, Shreya Sinha. I study in class 6 and I'm so happy to see you again. Today's topic is more about Earth. Firstly, I will cover these subtopics which are Earth parts, rotation and revolution, day and night, year change, season change, eclipse, then month change, week change and phases of moon. Let's start with Earth parts. So let me draw the Earth for you. So you can see, imagine that this is the Earth. So here I have Earth and we have no differences because the Earth is a sphere. If it is of the shape of the square, then we can take the references of the corner. But as the Earth is sphere or the circle shaped, so we have no differences. So what we do is that we take the two references. The northernmost point of the Earth is called the North Pole. And the southernmost point of the Earth here is called the South Pole. So these are the two references that we had took because the Earth is sphere. So the northernmost point of the Earth is called the North Pole and the southernmost point of the Earth is called the South Pole. And a line that passes through the Earth is called the axis. What is it called? The axis. It passes through the North Pole and the South Pole. Then a line which divides our Earth into two halves like this. This line is called equator. So I repeat all the things so that it will be super clear to you. This is our Earth and the northernmost point of the Earth is called the North Pole. The southernmost point of the Earth is called the South Pole. Then the line which divides our Earth into two halves is called the equator and the line which passes through the North Pole and South Pole is called the axis. Then above the equator, this region which is in the North Pole, this region is called Northern Hemisphere. This region is called Northern Hemisphere. Then now it is Northern Hemisphere and this is the Southern Hemisphere because it is located in the south. It is the south part of the southern part of the Earth and it is also in the South Pole. So it is called the Southern Hemisphere. So this is the Northern Hemisphere which is in the North Pole in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, do you noted this wall? Okay, let's rough it and move to the another topic. So we have done this Earth parts. Let's move on to rotation and revolution of Earth. So let us take the rotation first. And before the rotation, I want to give you a fun fact. Fun fact. Now, what is this fun fact? The fun fact is that the Earth's axis 23.5 degrees. The Earth axis is tilted at 23.5 degree. Do you understand this meaning? That means that the Earth's axis is slightly tilted. It is not like this. It is, it's like this it is. So the axis is tilted here at the 23.5 degree. Do you understand this? Okay, so let's start this rotational revolution, and for this let's take the Earth. Here I can't bring the Earth, so I am taking here the ball to show you the Earth. Imagine that this is the Earth. Now the Earth rotates on its own axis. So that is called, the movement of the Earth on its own axis is called rotation, like this. Like here's the Earth and it rotates like this. Now this movement is called rotation. The technical term of the rotation is that the movement of the Earth on its own axis is called rotation. So let me write down for you. Rotation, technical term is the movement of Earth on its own axis is called rotation. Now I think you understand that. Let's move on to the revolution. So revolution means that the movement of the Earth on its orbit. Now what do you mean by orbit? So orbit means the fixed path in which the Earth revolves around the Sun. Okay, let me show you. Like suppose that here's the Sun. Here's the Sun, and this path in which the Earth revolves is called the orbit. So this path is called the orbit, and in the orbit is in which the Earth revolves around the Sun. And then this is the Earth, and then the movement of the Earth on its orbit around the Sun is called revolution. Let me write down the technical term for you. So can I rub this? Okay. So here I am rubbing it. And revolution, the movement of Earth on its orbit, or you can say the movement of the Earth around the Sun is called revolution. So this is the definition of revolution. The movement of the Earth around the Sun is called revolution. So let's move on, and I think you should note down this. Okay, so let's move on to the day and night, the next topic of our. So let me rub this also. Okay, so let's move on. We have completed this rotation and revolution. Now we are at day and night. So for showing you the day and night. Think that here is the sun, then here is the earth, this is the earth, okay? Then the sunlight falls on the earth. Here the sunlight is falling on the earth, and you can see this part of the earth is getting the sunlight. I want to show you, so take that. Here this is the sun, sorry, this is the earth, and take that, this is the sun, this flashlight is the sun. Now you can see here, let me put down this marker. Now you can see here that the sunlight is falling on the earth at this side only. This side is dark. So in this side the people experiencing day, and at the other side the people is experiencing night. Do you understand that? You can see here, and earth rotates. That means take that you are standing here, and earth rotates, and see, here is the day. Then again it rotates, and its rotation is carry on, and we experience day and night. Now I want to tell you that earth takes it is a fun fact, or you can say it is a simple term, that the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Day and night caused by the rotation of the earth. Okay, so let's move on. This side is experiencing day, and this side is experiencing night. Now do you understand how this day and night happens? So let's move on. Let me rub this out. Okay, so let's move on. Our day and night topic is also completed. Let's move on to the year change. Now, the year change, like the day and night is related to the rotation, the year is also related to the revolution. Let me show you out in details. Here, take that, here is the sun. Here is the earth's orbit. The orbit. So this is the orbit, and this is the sun, and here's the earth. Now I am going to tell you that the time taken by the planet to revolve around the sun is called the year of that planet. I am not talking about the earth only. I am talking about all the planets. A time, I repeat, a time taken by the planet, any planet, it could be Mercury, it could be the Venus, and it could be any planet. The time taken by that planet to revolve around the sun is the year for that planet. Our year is equal to 365 days. That means Earth year is equal to 365 days. Okay, but the Mercury, take that the example of Mercury, the Mercury's year is equal to 88 days only. Mercury's year is equal to 88 days. Why is that? Because Mercury take 88 days to revolve around the sun. So that is the Mercury's year. So this was the Earth, and I was telling you the Earth's year, or any planets. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic, season change. But first let me rough it down. So here we have done this year change, and let's move on to the season change. Now for telling you the seasons, let me tell you the slant sunlight, the slant sunlight and the direct sunlight. So what happens is that, okay, let's try to, I'm trying to show you like this. So you can see here the sunlight is, okay, I think it is not visible to you. So let me show it to you the board by drawing it. So I'm drawing it. Take that this is the sun. This is the sun. Then this is the earth. This is the sun. This is the earth. Now what happens that the sun's light reaches the earth. So what happens that the sun's light is concentrated to the earth at a point. So let me draw the equator for you to understand. I had tell you that the earth's axis is tilted, that means it is something like that. Okay, like that. So it is slightly tilted and the equator is like this. Now what happens that the sun's light is falling on this and the normal light is like this. So what happens that this region over here, you can see the sun's light is not concentrated, it is slightly slanted like this. You can see here the light is concentrated on this ball or the earth. Take that it's earth and it's sun. So you can see that the light is slightly slanted here. That means when you take an experiment, when you light the torch, and if you will show on anything, you can see that there is a concentration or the light is concentrated at a point. So like this happens to the earth, to the sun and at the earth. The sun's light is concentrated to the earth at a point here. So what happens, you can see that this is the northern hemisphere, this is the southern. So what happens that the light is concentrated here. So that means the people over here is getting more sunlight. That means that obviously means that they are experiencing summer, because the sun's light is concentrated on that point and the people over that experience more sunlight, and that's why they experience summer. That means if the earth rotates, the light will always focus on this northern hemisphere. And what happens, because the earth is tilted like this, because of that we experience summer and winter. Now at some point when earth starts revolving, earth also revolves, you know, when earth revolves and it comes over here, let me draw it here also, that when the earth comes over here, what happens that the earth is, I want to draw this sun over that side, so that you will be here with it. Now the sun is here and the earth start revolving and come at the other side. So what happens, the earth is like this, yeah, like this. That was that time also. So this is the axis you can see. Now what happens, see here that now you can see that the sunlight is focused on the southern hemisphere, not the northern. It is now focused on the southern hemisphere. That obviously means that people in the southern hemisphere is getting more sunlight, therefore they are experiencing summer. That means that in the southern hemisphere there is summer, and in the northern hemisphere there is a winter, because they are getting so less sunlight, so that means they are experiencing winter. So here's the summer and here's the winter. Now let me explain you. Now I think that you are clear with the winter and the summer season, how that happens. Let me talk you about the autumn and the spring. The autumn and the spring held between the summer or winter, or the winter and summer. So that means basically that the autumn is held between the winter and summer, and the spring, that means here's the winter, here's the summer, here's the summer, and here's the winter. So what happens that the autumn occur between the winter and the summer. That means I tell you that here's the sun. So the earth revolves like this. So what happens that when earth is here, you can see it is tilted. That means the southern hemisphere, you can see, is getting the sunlight. That means in the southern hemisphere there is summer. When the earth revolves, it reaches here, and here you can see now the northern hemisphere is getting the sunlight, so therefore there is summer. And in the southern hemisphere there is winter, but I tell you that here's the winter, here's the summer. When the earth reaches here, here is the spring between the summer and the winter. And when the earth reaches over here, that means it's revolve and reach here. That means between this winter and summer, here's the autumn. Now do you understand that? I'm saying that between the winter and the summer there is autumn, and when between the summer and the winter there is spring. One minute, I had written wrong. Sorry about that. Between the winter and the summer there is spring, and between the summer and winter there is autumn. I'm so sorry about that. So here's the spring and here's the autumn. So I think that you are clear with all the season. But wait, there is one more season. Monsoon. That means the rainy season. So what happens in the monsoon or the rainy season? It is next topic, because it is a other topic. In the monsoon, it is dependent on the water cycle. I will tell you in my next video. So in today's video we are going to do these topics only. So let's do a. Now I think that I should discuss these eclipses, month change, week change, phases change on my next video. And today's video is ending here. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day ahead. Thank you.